Hey, this is Nick from 2 Cents Pizza, and this is my guide to launching a perfect pizza every time. So, what do we mean by good dough? So, that's dough that's been mixed properly, it's not been undermixed and feeling sticky. If your dough feels sticky at the end of the mix, keep stretching and folding every 30 minutes until it feels nice and smooth to the touch. And we want dough that's been bowled up at least 4 hours, but ideally 6 hours before you're going to stretch. That resting time will just mean that it's nice and elastic, it's not springing back when you try and stretch it. If it is springing back, it means that you're more likely to tear it, to get weak spots, and that's going to cause us problems with the launch. Fine grained semolina is your best friend when it comes to launching. It's going to act as a little ball bearing that will slide your pizza into the oven, and it's also going to soak up some of the wetness on the base of the dough ball. So we're going to get a bowl of semolina and take our dough ball out, and then the base of the dough ball, that's the sticky bit, is going straight into the semolina. So we'll do our initial stretching here, a little bit of semolina on the top of the dough ball, and then we flip it one more time, and once again. And then we're good to go onto our wooden stretching board. So again, still plenty of semolina on there. And we're not going to stretch out the full 12 inches at this point. We're going to go to about 11 inches. So we've still got a little bit left to give when we're stretching it on the peel for the last time. So now we need to get rid of all that semolina on the base. You can chuck it up into the air. I prefer building my pizza on a wooden peel and then launching with a perforated peel, but you can build and launch with wood if you prefer. If you are very loud and launching, just give it a little shake before you launch, just to make sure there's no issues with sticking. If you're using a metal peel, now's the point which you transfer. You can use a little sprinkle of semolina and then pull onto the peel for a final shape. Just make sure if you're using wood or metal that everything's clean and dry, because that will cause you problems on the launch. If you're still having problems, there's some little tips and tricks that you can use. First of all, if you spot a hole in your pizza when you've just stretched it, you can just pinch the dough back together. If you spot a hole once it's topped, you can use a basil leaf and just patch it at the back. That should just be enough to get it into the oven. But if it's a really big hole and you can't patch it with a basil leaf, don't worry, you can fold it over into an emergency calzone. Just try and press the dough around the edges a little bit so it's not too thick. so it'll cook evenly in the oven. Ideally turn your oven down at this point so you can get a slower, lower cook as well. If you're still really struggling with your lunch and none of these tips have helped, you can consider cooking on a pizza screen. This is more suited to lower temperature cooking and it'll get you crispy base and pizza. So stretch out your base. And then put it on the screen. So we don't want a big near bottom crust for this because it won't cook properly. So thin and crispy is the way to go. Top your pizza once it's on the screen. So you want your stone to be nice and hot, but once you've launched your pizza, then turn the heat right down. hope I've given you enough tips so you can get a perfect lunch every time. Please like and subscribe.